Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. So here we are going for Umrah, alhamdulillah, and we decided to take the car this time, go by road instead of going by the plane. So it was a 7-hour journey from Riyadh to Makkah, but obviously we stopped in between, took breaks, so let's just say that extended to in between like 8 to 9 hours, and it was a really long journey. But we left the house at, I would say, 6:45 a.m. and I was awake from 4:30 a.m., prayed Fajr, and then got ready, and then we were out pretty early because basically, right, we had to basically, before going for Umrah, you have to book a permit through this app called Nusuk. It's the app used here, and you had to book a Umrah permit, kind of like a pass, so they could let you in. And our pass was for around 8 p.m. So that's why we had to make sure that we would arrive on time. So the weather was pretty decent in the morning, and we had our windows rolled down, and it was great, and there were so many clouds, and the view, guys, I cannot tell you how amazing it was. Just like, look at those clouds. I know. So most of the way it was basically mountains and more mountains and the desert, so it kind of got boring, and there were factories and all that stuff, so that wasn't fun. That was really boring, and I did not record much. Obviously, you get bored from watching mountains and everything. So after a really long time, we were finally arriving towards the Miqat. So basically, the Miqat is a place where you're supposed to make the intention for Umrah, and without this, your Umrah really isn't valid in a way. So the men, they wear their ihram and everything, and everyone's basically getting ready. And if you're going by plane, they announce it and they tell you, because it's such an important step. And then once we were all ready, it was a 2-hour car ride from the Miqat to Makkah. So we kind of arrived at Maghrib time, towards late Maghrib, and yeah, that was really it. So we had finally arrived at our hotel. Now, biggest mistake was that our hotel wasn't on a walking distance, which means we couldn't walk towards the haram, like the main masjid area. So we did end up have to taking like taxis, but it was only like 20 riyal, so which was fine. So like a 5, 6, 7 minute car ride. So yeah.
شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي.
So we had finally arrived at our hotel, and we just need to check in. So there were 3 different types of buildings, and we were staying in building number 1 on the first floor, so that's great. And we had booked 2 rooms, and each room basically had 4 single beds. And so honestly, it was great. We didn't even have to stay in the hotel for that long because we were only staying here for like 1 night. and they provide you with a kettle, tea bags, coffee, creamer, sugar, wherever you need, a fridge that had a few water bottles, and yeah, that was basically it.
يا من حليت حياتنا بالإيمان يا من بجمالك علمت الإحسان يا من نورت قلوبنا بالقرآن يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله.
So the view was really amazing. First floor, it was so many buildings high, and the sunset is just so pretty. I am always such a sunset girl. So we honestly had no time to lose at all. We checked in, went to our rooms, dropped our stuff, and then we were out and we were leaving.
يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد.
So we had finally arrived. Honestly, could not believe my eyes. So it was really crowded, and we got off the taxi and we were all going to go and pray. And as you can see, really crowded, especially since it's night. Most people prefer to do their Umrah at night because obviously the sun's not on your face, and yeah.
وسلام عليك يا نبي حبيبي يا محمد من صليت بكل الأنبياء.
So as you guys can see, it is crowded, like super duper crowded, and we were all holding hands and like sticking next to each other because it is so easy to get lost in here, and trust me, once you get lost, you're lost. So unlimited Zamzam, basically, right, they have like these huge water coolers everywhere, and you can literally drink Zamzam, fill up your water bottles, do whatever you want with it. People were washing their faces, they were freshening up, literally you can do whatever you want with it. And then alhamdulillah, here we are about to start our Umrah, and it was just amazing. It was crowded, but then again, the feeling of being here just made it so much more better. And yeah.
حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي حبيبي يا محمد من صليت بكل الأنبياء يا من في قلبك رحمة للناس يا من ألفت
So during when we were doing the tawaf, going around the Kaaba, it was Isha time, so alhamdulillah we got a place in front of the Kaaba, like around there, and we prayed Isha. It was so crowded, like everyone just wanted to pray there. And anyway, so we prayed there, finished our 7 rounds, and then we moved on next to Safa and Marwa, where you have to you have to walk up and down 7 times. And that place, I still remember 2 years ago when we went, we did during the afternoon, so it wasn't as crowded, but this time, OMG, like it was so crowded, and honestly everyone looked like penguins. And as you can see at the green light, the men run, women don't. And I was so tired because first of all, it's so crowded, so you can't really walk freely and as quickly as you want. But alhamdulillah, after that we cut about a small bit of our hair, and then we are done. So this is the next morning, and the next day was Friday, so we got there early and we wanted a place inside the masjid for the Friday prayer, and we did. Alhamdulillah, we actually did. So that was just amazing. We did have to wait for an hour, but that was fine. So yeah.
وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له جعل المال والبنين بهجة الحياة وعملا صالحا باقيا بعد الوفاة وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمد.
So once the Friday prayer was over, we were heading back to the hotel, and I cannot explain how hot it was. So basically, right, I thought it would be a good idea to only bring my cap and not my sunglasses because I already like wear glasses. I'm short-sighted, so I was like, don't need glasses. A cap's fine. I was blinded by the lights. Like, I'm being realistic. I cannot. I don't know how I made it back, but it was crazy. And then we could not find a taxi anywhere. Like, it was so crowded and rushy. And then the person who took us back to the hotel charged us 50 riyal, even though it was like worth 20, honestly. Yeah, once we got back, we had to check out, and then we were on our way to Medina. So it was a 4-hour car ride, and yeah, went by pretty okay. So the sky, clouds, sunset, everything about it was just amazing, and it made the journey 100% much more better, and the sky was just so aesthetic. I took so many pictures, I can't even tell you. My gallery was full, and it was just amazing. It was just I don't even know how to explain it, like such a nice vibe and everything. So, I was really excited, and in my opinion, like Medina is like much more like peaceful, calm, settled in a way, because Makkah is like so crowded and rushy, and everyone is like trying to finish and do their stuff and everything. So it was nice going to Medina like afterwards. So we had finally arrived at the hotel, checked in and everything, and thankfully this hotel was at a walking distance. Now, it was Isha time, and we were like running so that we could get a place inside, but unfortunately, since it was Friday, it was so full. Like, there were people like literally praying outside the doors and everything, so we just prayed in the outside area. There were like carpets all set up, and like there was a fan as well, like fans as well, so it wasn't bad, it was great. And besides, all these umbrellas were open too, so it was great. So now we're going back to the hotel, and we kind of sort of got lost. I mean, we were around in the same area, we just like couldn't figure out, because like our hotel name, like at the most minimum there were like 3 other hotels with the same name. Anyways, so this is what we ate for dinner, and it was amazing, like the best food I've ever had. It was a really good burger, a great way to end the day. And yeah, this is me leaving at Fajr time, so super duper early in the morning. So this is the next day, and the weather was really good. It was a bit breezy, so that did not bother me at all. And yeah, basically, what else did I do? Yeah, so I was waiting for my mom and my sister, and then all three of us went back into the masjid, and we went to go and stand in line to pray in the Noble Rhoda. So that is a place, so it's a very special place inside, and that place, basically, it's a very, very special place, and praying there really is something to, it's kind of like an accomplishment. And it was super crowded. Thankfully they weren't checking any passes or anything, so it was like a free going. And there is the green dome that you can see, so that was really nice and meaningful. So after praying inside, we decided to go and sit outside and read Quran and just sit there. The birds were chirping and the whole atmosphere was just great, since it was just like the beginning of the morning, if you get what I mean. It wasn't as bright or sunny, and yeah, here I am drinking Zamzam and about to leave. And basically, right, we just took a whole round of the masjid from the outside. So, and we also went to Jannatul Baqi, where most of the Sahaba and Sahabiyat are buried there. So that was really nice. Men couldn't go inside even further, but women aren't allowed since it's a graveyard. And yeah, here we are just walking around and about to go back. So I was really surprised that there were like a lot of people even in the morning. Like this was like early morning, even before 8. So yeah. So I decided to get bird food on the way and throw it to the pigeons. The pigeons were looking so cute, honestly, and the way they came over when we threw it was just so adorable. Look, all of them are coming over. So it was nice, honestly. So we packed our bags and we checked out at around 2:30 p.m. and we decided to go visit Masjid al-Quba. Basically, in this masjid, if you pray to Nafal, you will get the reward of doing Umrah. So that's really great, and the masjid is so beautiful. Honestly, we didn't have a lot of time, so it was mostly like a process of going in, praying, and then coming out as well. So yeah, and look at the interior. Honestly, breathtaking. I loved it. So as we were leaving, we also saw so many gardens full of date trees, palm trees basically, and it was just amazing. Look at all those palm trees. We did stop by at someone's garden to ask if they sell fresh dates, and we did end up buying a few dates. They were kind of like raw, but they were still sweet, so I loved it. And then next we decided to come to this place called Frolati, and their milkshakes are awesome. Loved it. The last time that we came to Medina, we tried them out, and their Oreo milkshake is just amazing. Since it was daytime, it wasn't crowded, which is a big relief, but usually at night this place is so packed, jam-packed. So I got Oreo, my sisters got Ferrero Rocher and Kinder Bueno, and they topped it up with ice cream, and that was it. So now we are on our way back, and we stopped for Maghrib prayer, and basically, yeah, so finally we arrived in Riyadh after what seemed like forever. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.